He lives in Charborough, North Carolina. He and his family love to have family cookouts, dinners, spend time outdoors, attend sporting events, watch TV shows or movies together. A fun fact about him is that he likes basically working out, and positive motivation is his passion. Bernard is the president of Lifestyle Motivation, which he started in September of 2023. Bernard has an associate degree in network systems administration, a bachelor's degree in cybersecurity and system management. He also has a master's degree in information system management and is actively pursuing his doctorate degree in information system management. Bernard is a United States Navy military veteran, serving as a hospital corpsman field medic. Thank you for your services. He has over 18 years of people and leadership and is currently the director of clinical systems integration at Centara Healthcare. His favorite quote is, "Create the lifestyle you want by executing daily. While maintaining a positive attitude, and winning will always be a part of your character." By Bernard Dyson Jr. So welcome.
All right, I'm gonna step out here a little bit because I don't like to be in enclosed spaces. So I started Lifestyle Motivations back in September. Motivating people has always been my passion. Being positive has always been my passion. But I had a gift. I had a calling on my life, right? And as we know, who in here has a calling on their life, but they ran from it? You ran from it, right? So at some point in your life, you have to get out of the way of God and let him lead you, right? I always talk about this light shining over your head, right? So when you have this light over your head, even in a dark room, when you walking through that dark room, that light is God shining over your head. So if you let him lead the way, anything and everything for you is possible. You just got to believe it, right? She talked about unity and strength. My unity and strength is my family.
Yes.
All these good people right here, right?
Yes.
So I may get a little emotional, but at the same time, I'm going to push through this, right? When you're going through things in life, you cannot give up. So I'm going to ask you all in here, who is going through something right now?
All right now.
Everybody in here is in here for a purpose.
Yes.
Every single person in here. Even if you're not in here for yourself, you're in here for one of your family members, your son, your daughter, your mama, your daddy, whoever it is in here, right?
Yes.
So when you put the good, right ingredients in your life, right? What do you produce? For your family, for your kids, you produce something that nobody can take from them.
Yes.
My kids, I'm going to tell y'all a story. I got ready to leave. I went, as I do every night, to tell my son good night. I got 5 kids, as they say. All ages, 17, 15, 10. Well, she's about to be 10 this year. 6, she'll be 6 next month. And then my baby girl, who's my little shadow, I call her Lele, so she's my shadow. So I went to tell my son good night. He bust out in tears. He said, "Daddy, I don't want you to go," right? So by him busting out in tears, that lets me know deep in my heart that I have instilled something positive inside of him that makes him see something good in me, right? So I can look at any one of my kids today and say, I did that with the help of God.
That's right.
And we all have to believe that, right? So we in Louisiana, right? I'm born and raised here. Anybody else born and raised in the city of Louisiana, right?
And it's
Who in here loves to cook? Right? Who loves to cook? I'm going to talk about gumbo, right? I'm going to talk about the gumbo. You can't cook no nasty gumbo. I'm going to tell you, mac and cheese, greens, whatever it is, it can't be nasty, right? So anybody that loves to cook, if you put the right seasonings, you cook that roux up nice and good, you got to sit there and watch it though, right? Because you'll burn it. Right? You put the right seafood in there, right? The right seasoning, right? That you love. Okra, I love okra in mine, so I don't know who else that love okra in theirs. But when you put the right seasoning in there and you dish it out to people, it's like nutrients.
Yes.
You feeding your whole entire family off of this food.
Yes.
Right? You want them to enjoy it and taste it. Yes. So why don't we do the same thing for our lives?
That's right.
Why don't we do that? So I encourage everybody in here today Start thinking about your next move.
Yes.
Stop thinking about so far in the future to where you fear yourself out of making that next move.
That's right.
You fear success. You fear change. We got to get out of that, good people. We
Yes.
have to.
Yes.
It's time for the next movement, the next phase of our lives. So how do you do that? I call it the 4 C's. Consistency, commitment, courage, and confidence.
All right.
The 4 principles of life. And I'm going to give y'all a visual of this in a second, right? But I want to tell y'all a little bit about my story, right? So by me being a father of 5, should be a father of 6, but the God, man above, took one from me,
Yes.
right? So in the midst of him taking a son from me a year ago, be 2 years this year, my wife gave birth, and my wife is not here, and I wish she was.
Yes.
But July 31st of last year, my wife gave birth to our son right there in our house,
Yes.
on the bed.
Yes.
I gave CPR to my son for 20 minutes before the ambulance got there. It was nothing that they could do for him once he got there. It took me a whole year and a half to release him.
Yes.
Once I released him,
Glory.
God moved in my life. So sometimes you have to get out of your own way.
Yes.
So when God started moving in my life, I started this podcast.
Yes.
I started Lifestyle Motivations.
Yes.
I got a promotion on my job, making
Yes.
twice the amount of money that I was making before.
Yes.
Right? My disability for my veteran stuff increased.
Yes.
Right? Just look at it, y'all.
Glory.
But the whole entire time, I could not give up. Because why? You still have people that depend on you and support you. My kids still depending on me to be a father.
Yes.
My wife still depending on me to be a good man.
Yes.
I still had to make sure I had food and groceries in that refrigerator each and every single day, no matter what happened. Right? So when I released my son, God moved.
Yes.
Right? I'm going to tell y'all another story. I went through a divorce over 10 plus years ago. Been married to my current wife going on 10 years this year.
Praise God.
Beautiful woman, right?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Beautiful, beautiful woman,
Yes.
right? And she's going to be watching this.
Yes.
But at the same time, better be, right? Right? So, but she's at home taking care of the kids, so she's a great woman. So, at the same time, right? Going through that divorce, I still had to be a great father.
Yes.
I could not give up on my kids. My oldest 2 boys, 17 and 15. Just imagine the impact that I would have given to them mentally, physically, and emotionally,
That's right.
even financially,
That's right.
if I would have gave up on them for 2 years straight. So for all the fathers that's in here
Come on.
that ever feel like you want to give up on your kids,
Come on.
if you do, you need to walk up out of here right
All
now.
right now.
Because at the end of the day, for 2 years straight, I traveled every other weekend. 4 hours one way, 4 hours back
That's right.
on a Friday. Come back on Sunday, do the same exact thing for 2 years straight.
That's right.
Dedication, good people.
Yes.
Dedication, commitment, consistency, and courage
Yes.
is a part of my life. And anybody in here that's sitting in here, we have to live by what we set as a standard for our
That's
family.
right. That's right.
For me, I set the standard. I set the bar for my kids. So they have to come up to that bar. They was in here right now, they'd probably be laughing. That's my daddy. He always saying something. He always got a speech. But I would rather have a speech than be whooping you on your backside every single day to try to drill this into you. I have to live by example.
That's right.
And by me doing that, I set that bar. So now, as I tell them, you got to come up to this bar,
Yes.
or you going to
yes,
jump over
yes,
this bar.
Yes.
But when you jump over this bar, I'm still going to be there with you
Yes.
the whole entire time, no matter what you choose to do with your life.
That's right.
So, I'm going to ask for some volunteers to come up here. Twan, Calvin, come up here with her since that's your wife. My mom and my dad, my sister. Kathy, I'm going to ask you to come up here too. Okay. Standing right here. You're going to be representation of commitment. I'm going to have y'all two stand right here if you don't mind. Representation of consistency. Trend, courage. I'm gonna ask you to be representation of courage. And can't be representation of confidence. You can't do nothing in your life without God. I don't care who you is, whatever you're doing, you can't do nothing without him. So now I'm gonna ask you to link her on. So now she's committed to God. She's committed to living a purposeful life. She's committed to doing every single thing that she do with purpose and positivity to motivate and elevate herself, right? So now you have God, consistency, you have commitment. I'm gonna ask y'all to link up with them. And this is all about family, y'all. So this is the one thing that you never should ever forget. So now that you have God, you have commitment, you consistently love on each other.
Yes.
All the people in here, you should be loving on each other no matter what it is that you do. Love on your kids. Tell them that you're proud of them.
That's right.
Show them each and every single day that no matter what they do, you're going to stand there by them, regardless. Friend, now, after you doing all this, link arms. Now you got the courage to fight any obstacle that you go through in life.
Yes.
Even when you feel like giving up. Even when you feel like giving up.
Yes.
Can't nothing stop you because you got God. You got God. So now you got confidence. Link up with them, Cat. Now you got the confidence to withstand anything that everybody throw at you. Even the negative people that want to tell you that you can't do anything in your life, they can't break this bond. So if I go here and I try to pull on them, can't nobody break this bond. And that's how I want y'all to live your life going forward. Live your life the way that you know it should be. Because the impact that you put out, or the ingredients that you put out, is going to make the difference in your kids' life. It's going to make the difference in your life and everybody else that you encounter in life. Right? Let that light shine. And that light that's shining, allow that to be God.
Amen.